Hey guys, it's Danielle with Danielle Gets It Done, and I wanted to share the meaning behind our sweet baby's name.
Gonna love you, honey, on and on and on. I'm a morning dove singing out a song.
So we recently gave birth to baby Norma Ione. We did not know the sex of the baby beforehand, which was just crazy and exciting and amazing. And I had mentioned in one of my videos that I always knew it was a girl. Like, I knew so strongly. I had such a strong premonition. The name for the girl originally was actually Margine, which is my middle name. And farther along through the pregnancy, my grandmother, whom we called Mimi, started getting really sick, and it was clear that it was the end. And her name was Norma. And actually Norma was a front runner for James if he had been a girl. So it was always kind of in our top two for being a girl. And I was so fortunate to get to be alone with my Mimi, kind of on her deathbed the week she died for a half an hour, and was just able to tell her how much I appreciated her and how much I wished for this baby in my tummy to be like her. And my Mimi was just such a positive person, like the most positive person I've ever met, and that's something that I'm really striving for in my life. My inclination is to be a little bit of a glass half empty kind of a person, and she was just positive and joyful and happy and nice. And I've always admired those qualities about her. And another thing, kind of jumping ahead, but the pastor at her funeral said that she was just a calming energy. Like, whenever you were around her, you felt calm. And I had never thought about it like that before, but it was so true. He was spot on. She was just a calming energy. And I was sitting with her alone, and I thought, this baby in my tummy is Norma. This is Norma. And I didn't tell her. And it's something I honestly really regret. I don't know, at that point, I don't even know if she would have been able to understand. She was really out of it. I'm gonna cry. But I wish I would have told her. I didn't, because I hadn't discussed it with Philip yet, my husband. And I would have felt like such a jackhole if I told my Mimi, we're gonna name our daughter Norma after you, and we didn't end up doing it. Like, yuck. So I waited to get his like thoughts on it, which he was totally on board, but I didn't tell her. But I did get such great time with her and told her, again, I wanted my baby to be just like her. And I've told this story before, but I picked up her hand and put it to my bump and said a prayer and just prayed that some of her qualities would go into the baby Norma in my womb. Like, I knew it was a girl. And so that's how we came up with the first name Norma. I'm obsessed. I really like names that are easy to read and pronounce, and it's so recognizable, but I really don't know many Normas these days. So I feel like it's kind of rare, old lady, which is my jam, recognizable, but you don't hear it very much, so I'm obsessed. The middle name is not that. It's hard to pronounce, but I feel like you can be crazy with your middle name. So the middle name is Ione, and it's spelled I-O-N-E. It comes from like Greek mythology, which is really interesting. It's a family name, but I'm not sure if my great-grandmother was Greek. I need to look into that. So anyways, it's my great-grandmother's name on my mom's side. I wanted to honor my mom and her side as well. And it's also my mother's middle name. And my mom's name is Elizabeth Ione. And I really love the name Elizabeth, but it's not quite old lady enough for me. And so I was actually at my grandparents' house. So my grandpa's mom was Ione. a couple months ago, and they were talking about Ione. For whatever reason, she came up, and I just thought, that is really cool. I like that name. And so it kind of got in my head, and it was nice to honor my mom and her side. And I looked up the meaning, and it means like a purple stone, an amethyst stone, which I don't even think my mom knew that. And if you know my mom, you know, like, she's all about purple. Like, you can't think of my mom without thinking of the color purple. And so I thought that was really neat. And Norma, that meaning to some is north. And we are proud Minnesotans in this family. We are proud to live in the north. So I loved that. And I also love the idea of like having a conviction, like having your internal compass and pointing it to your north and to going northward. And so I just love, I'm thrilled with the name Norma, after my sweet Mimi, and I loved everything about her, and I love how it means north. And Ione, after my mom's side, and I love that it means purple stone. So that is how we got sweet baby Norma Ione's name, and I'm like obsessed with it. I'm really happy. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and whatever your plans are, I hope you get them done. Bye, guys.
Ooh.